Peace be upon you, followers of the family channel. There is no doubt that most of you love animals, because of their beauty, and some of you love to stay with them, all day to play with them, or just to watch them, and it is clear that small animals are more gentle, and have indescribable beauty, and today we will see how small animals were at birth, in addition to the way some of them are born, which will surely make you very surprised. And before we start, don't forget to like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. 1. Panda bear. The panda is distinguished by its huge body, round face, and white and black fur, and it is considered one of the rare mammals in the world, and even though it is a species of bears, it is a herbivore, because it prefers bamboo over anything else. The pandas give birth to 2 twins, but unfortunately one of them dies in the wild, because the mother does not have enough milk for both of them. The panda is very small at birth, weighing between 90 and 130 grams, and it is blind and toothless, while the adult panda weighs 70 to 125 kilograms. Baby bears of other species are said to be born in good health, the opposite of young pandas, who face many problems in their lives, and the reason is that its genes are not aggressive. 2. Turtles. There are many types of sea turtles. They live in the water, but they give birth like wild turtles, where turtles go out to the beach or sandy areas, and this usually happens at night, away from the tide line and islands, and all females are careful in the reproductive process, where they do this every 3 or 4 years, and they lay about 100 eggs, and the incubation period may last up to 2 months. After the eggs hatch, they go to the sea, but unfortunately most of them cannot reach, and some die. And it becomes a delicious meal for the birds. Scientists have estimated that only 6 turtles can survive, due to predators and humans. 3. Giraffe. The giraffe's gestation period lasts about 400 to 460 days, and in some cases it may give birth to twins. At first the young giraffe cannot stand on its legs, and there are some who have the ability to stand as freely as adults. However, in the first and second week, she continues to hide in her hideout, for fear of any other animal, so at the beginning of her life she continues to stay with her mother and rely on her until she is able to live on her own. 4. Koala. One of the most important symbols of Australia. These bears like herbivores. It has an open back pocket, and it is famous all over the world, but very few people know how the koalas are born. Her gestation period extends around 33 to 35 days, after which only one animal is born, weighing only half a gram, and he stays hidden in his mother's pocket for a long time, until his growth is complete, and after the passage of 26 weeks after his birth, be able to take his head out of his mother's pocket. After 6 to 7 months have passed, he will be able to get out of his mother's pocket, and start his life, and at this stage its weight ranges between 300 to 500 grams, and after reaching 9 months, he will be able to sit on the back of his mother, and eat the fruits from the branches. 5. Sloths. Have you ever seen this slow, cartoon-like animal? She climbs trees, and keeps hanging on her throughout her life. Depending on the species, the pregnancy period for sloths lasts from 6 to 12 months. And at his birth, he lives with his mother only 5 months, but many of them die, because they fall from the trees, and their mother does not descend to help them, and this is self-evident. Imagine how long it will take to get off. And he depends on his mother for everything. For example, he licks his mother's mouth, to make sure that the food is edible. 6. Anteater. This animal is the strangest thing in this video. There are some of them who can climb trees, and others fear this thing. Its size ranges between 182 and 217 centimeters, and it is preferred to stay on the ground throughout his life, and if necessary, he will climb trees. The gestation period ranges to 190 days. And only one animal is born, and unlike the rest of the animals it is born blind, so he cannot see until 1 week later. In the first month he only feeds on milk, after which he begins to eat insects, stays in the first 9 months with his mother, after which he begins his life on his own. 7. Seahorse. Seahorse deserves our attention in this video, especially because young boys are cuddled by males, and that is after the female lays about 1,500 eggs in the male's abdomen, and he carefully cares about her for 9 to 45 days. Then the babies are born in a very small size, but they are not born like other animals, because he releases his little children as a cannon, just like sneezing. Then his role ends completely, as he does nothing after that. Instead, young people should survive, and face risks themselves, and unfortunately, 1% of them survive. 8. Kiwi bird. New Zealand. It is characterized by laying the largest egg. Compared to any other bird, the weight of an egg is 1/4 the weight of the mother, and the size of the mother is like the size of a chicken, but her eggs are several times larger than the size of a chicken's egg. And scientists explain this phenomenon, that the kiwi has gone through a period of genetic development, where they say that it was larger in the past, but became smaller with the passage of time, but the size of his egg did not change.